up, everybody? I'm Jason. This is Freebird Garage, and today we are working on the wheel again for the FXR-T. Last video, I struggled to get the tire off the rim. Finally got it off, got some spoons, it worked out well. Now we're going to dive into the end play and what you got to do to check this. So let's get into it, jump on the bench. All right, we're working on the rear wheel, getting this ready for the bearing seals. We're going to clean this up, make it look pretty again, but most importantly, safety, and that's doing the bearings and shims on the inside and the seals, making sure that the end play is good to go. It's a very small difference. It's like 0.002 to 0.006 is where we need to be in for the mic. I'll show the jig after this on the vise. We're gonna get set up. But in order to do that, it has to be a dry fit. So we're gonna pull everything apart, clean all the grease out, and then we'll reassemble it on the vise and show you guys how I do the miking of it. But this is so that you don't toast a bearing, and I bought this bike with a lot of miles on it, and I don't know what the previous owner did to the rear wheel, if they ever did anything. So just a great time to check it out, make sure that it's proper, ready, and safe. Let's get this cleaned up and get it done. All right, so first we're just gonna yank the seals out. That'll get us access to everything else. There we go. Up that goes. There. Grease still looks pretty good, actually. Brown color, not black. So probably was serviced at some point. Inside still looks pretty good. Okay. All right. Get that up there. Oh, let's see that. There. Back pretty decently too. It's good. Oh yeah. Still got a brown tint to it. Good there. All right, now to find our shims. Not seeing any direct. All right. Middle shaft there. Spacer, whichever one you want to call it. Huh. Not seeing any spacers, so that's pretty interesting. We will check the end play. Maybe it doesn't need it. This looks, it's got a bit of an edge to it. This could have been custom made to get rid of the shims. So we will see once we get this all cleaned up. Got everything cleaned up. Inside the wheels, been dried out. All the grease is out of there. I got the bearings all cleaned up. Great news, they are Timken, which is the best bearings to have on these wheels. So that's good news. The other thing that I noticed when taking this apart is the middle spacer. Right there is the one that came out, and I actually had a spare one from another wheel I did that's factory from Harley right there, from a 92 rear cast wheel. That one is a lot thicker. This one looks like it's been cut to fit. So there's the differences right there. Show the thicknesses, length. Tends to be just a little bit longer there. So they may have extended this one to get rid of the spacers. And in the 91 and up FXR, or 91 to 92, it shows that you should have a top hat spacer, at least that's what I call it, that goes against the inside of the bearing and then hits the spacer or the axle there to keep it safe. So it would be like this, and then this, like that, and that top hat would ride from the inside and then up against the spacer to keep it safe so you don't torch your bearing. And then you would have a couple of these in there. Some spare ones I have laying around. None of that was inside the wheels. A little bit of a concern that this wheel wasn't set up properly in the first place, but that's why we're doing this. We're going to figure out the mic, see if it was even set up properly as far as the wheel end plate, of course. And then we'll get this jig set up and see where we're at. Alright, so let's get this set up. Axle first here on the vise. Tighten that down. Now to formulate our axle, we use a spacer here. And we'll throw another one on there. Our bearing, of course, and we're mocking up just like it was on the bike, so there's no variance on there. And we're good to go. We'll throw the middle spacer in there as well. Beautifully spins, we're good there. All right. Normally you would throw some more spacers in there, but we don't have those. We're just gonna throw the bearing in. Good there. Another spacer on top. And just do the washer. Perfect. That'll lay us flat. All right, we're all set for the mic. Let's get set up. All right, setting up the mic. You want to make sure that your rear axle nut is set to the factory spec for torquing it down, which is 60 to 65 foot-pounds. We already did that, so we're good and set. That's to make sure that you have the correct strength on this so that you're not over-tightening it or too loose and getting the wrong wheel bearing end play, all right? I have a whole how-to on this, so if you're curious on that, go check that video out there. All right, so now what we're gonna do is set up this mic, get it centered to the axle, of course. That right in there for now. Okay, lock that down. Looks good. We're gonna get the right distance here. Try to get it best to 0 as possible. Okay. Out just a little bit more. Okay, looks good there. Show you guys. All right, so we need it to move between 0.002 and 0.006. Some kind of movement there. And we have nothing. You can get a little bit of a up and down motion on the wheel. It doesn't take much to get that dial to move. And it's not moving. All right. Not great news, because from the side of that pre-cut pipe that was in the middle of this, doesn't seem like this is right. And not having that top hat, that's why at least I call it, I'm sure there's other words for it, spacer. I want to see if that's correct for these 80s wheels, at least from 84 all the way up to 90. Maybe a 91 that they only put them in there, but I feel like if you're going to put it there and they're still the same cast, same size and everything, it's there for a safety feature so you don't toast your bearing. So I'm gonna do a little research, figure out if that's the case. If not, I'm gonna properly space this. I have that nice spare axle that's in here, or spacer that's in here, so I'll be able to use that to get formulated where we need to be. But that for now, that's it guys. So if you've made it all the way through, I would greatly appreciate if you could hit the subscribe button, tap that like, press the notification, leave a comment below and tell what you think. For those that are already subscribed, thank you. As always, stay free. I'll catch you guys later. Peace.